what you say. If you should lose me, oh yeah.
The Sufi mystic, T-Poor from the hype Moorish tradition. Perpendicular position, no longer in that mummy state. They lied to us, said we got shipped from miles away. But the old Mac heads look just like me. The flow a gift like Patron, St. Maurice. That's charitable, these lands inheritable. Reversion of a state inevitable. So stop the street, I'm on a plane out of your reach. And I ain't talking Delta seats. All metaphysics with a well-blended civics. We caliphs, not lieutenants. This got him jealous like Musa bin Nusayr. Drew Ali revelation, New Moors is here. Displaying the art, Khalifa society, matriarch.
Moorish master MC, also a grand sheik. Delectable Negroes, barbecue when the clan meet. See me in my fairs, won't mistake me for black man or colored. Might assume I'm a Masonic brother. Brown chronic lover, either roll or edible supper. Vibrate at a high rate, turn to a dimension jumper. Hit the soul plane, quick build with the profit. Get back to the earth plane, dismissed on the docket. Magistrate lane, environment janitor, bring the comment. No bond paid, temple gets a deposit. Sketch not composite. Left no witness, left blue on the litmus. Get altitude sickness, so high on your head. Whenever I spit this, I'm the type to forget, so you get no forgiveness. Business is strictly like Eric and Parrish. Moreno is my status if you're speaking in Spanish. Man or manish when I draw from the chalice. Looking like the paintings of Arabs. Tiger head, rug in the palace. Accepting your challenge. Flannel glove slap since you thought I was average. Carried by 1,000 scarabs over the hot sand. Last name comes from Moors that rule Scots land. Black or Moors you thought Elizabeth got banned. Drew Ali name known again was not planned. Try to call me Indian, no that will not stand. Forget to say the prayer, now I feel I'm in Copland. Forgot the amethyst, start rubbing on stone shaman. Cause a glitch in the matrix, stop feds from charging. Body frozen walking past, their eyes enlarging. With a ray gun like Marvin Martian. That's all folks when we activate carbon. End it all like arson, or your face on a carton.
I'm a Moorish American man, national. 360 degrees is added to my arsenal. Like a carpenter, got me building temples, but mentally noble to I lead the measure and stick your activities. I came here to predatory, changing negativity. Precisely, my purpose is to uplift humanity. So why you mad at me? Cause you know I'm a Moor. 2,000 years with the prophet like I've been here before. Go ahead and diss the prophet cause you're so immature. When justice come knock at your door, bodies will hit the floor. Like a fofo, puzzle your brain just like a jigsaw. Mufi cut your head off and did we play ping pong? Looking through the peephole cause you hear the ding dong. I don't sing songs, I'm the champ with no rings on. Concrete jungle gives a fuck about King Kong. I'm ready to go and when I die I scream out yeehaw like Kid John. Cause my last verse would be Islam. What up, more? My higher self is keeping me this calm.
Tradition, perpendicular position, no longer in that mummy state. They lied to us, said we got shipped from miles away. But the old Mac heads look just like me. The flow a gift like Patron, St. Maurice. That's charitable, these lands inheritable. Reversion of a state inevitable. So stop the street, I'm on a plane out of your reach. And I ain't talking Delta seats. All metaphysics with a well-blended civics. We caliphs, not lieutenants. This got him jealous like Musa bin Nusayr. Drew Ali revelation, New Moors is here. Displaying the art, Khalifa society, matriarch.
Moorish master MC, also a grand sheik. Delectable Negroes, barbecue when the clan meet. See me in my fairs, won't mistake me for black man or colored. Might assume I'm a Masonic brother. Brown chronic lover, either roll or edible supper. Vibrate at a high rate, turn to a dimension jumper. Hit the soul plane, quick build with the profit. Get back to the earth plane, dismissed on the docket. Magistrate lane, environment janitor, bring the comment. No bond paid, temple gets a deposit. Sketch not composite, left no witness. Left blue on the litmus, get altitude sickness. So high on your head, whenever I spit this, I'm the type to forget, so you get no forgiveness. Business is strictly like Eric and Parrish. Moreno is my status if you're speaking in Spanish. Man or manish when I draw from the chalice. Looking like the paintings of Arabs. Tiger head, rug in the palace. Accepting your challenge. Flannel glove slap since you thought I was average. Carried by 1,000 scarabs over the hot sand. Last name comes from Moors that rule Scots land. Black or Moors you thought Elizabeth got banned. Drew Ali name known again was not planned. Try to call me Indian, no that will not stand. Forget to say the prayer, now I feel I'm in Copland. Forgot the amethyst, start rubbing on stone shaman. Cause a glitch in the matrix, stop feds from charging. Body frozen walking past, the eyes enlarging. With a ray gun like Marvin Martian. That's all folks when we activate carbon. End it all like arson, or your face on a carton.
I'm a Moorish American, man national. 360 degrees is added to my arsenal. Like a carpenter, got me building temples, but mentally. Noble Jew, I lead the measure and stick your activities. I came here to predatory, changing negativity. Precisely, my purpose is to uplift humanity. So why you mad at me? Cause you know I'm a Moor. 2,000 years with the prophet like I've been here before. Go ahead and diss the prophet cause you're so immature. When justice come knock at your door, bodies will get the floor. Like a fofo, puzzle your brain just like a jigsaw. Movie cut your head off and did we play ping pong? Looking through the peephole cause you hear the ding dong. I don't sing songs, I'm the champ with no rings on. Concrete jungle gives a fuck about King Kong. I'm ready to go and when I die I scream out yeehaw like Kid John. Cause my last verse would be Islam. What up more? My higher self is keeping me this calm.
Responding to emails takes time, but not with Grammarly. In a few clicks, Grammarly's generative AI drafts Yeah. Grand Rising. I looked inside of my temple, became enlightened. I bring the fury, no Tyson. It's Ali Khan Bey. I'm focused on my duty. I'm here to master the day, so make way for Prince Ali. I channel my chi. We part in the sea. And just like my mother's brother, I came from up under. I came up straight out the gutter. I bring down lightning and thunder like Thor's hammer. But I'm low key when I strike. I'm piercing through the toughest armor of a night. I'm rolling up that Mafia leaf. Give me the light, no Sean Paul. If the body is the temple, I'm a Taj Mahal, never fall. We the rock of Gibraltar. Why the hell will we falter? We not under oath. Oh, he the GOAT. Well, I'm coming for the throat. He out of line. Death to the dark priest. Sincerely, the kind of cons.
3 trimesters and greatness pop. This Moorish science, this ain't pop. I recollect, applied, and perfect. It wasn't long ago, I was calling collect. In a maximum facility, now I got humility, unmatched ability, give me serenity. Virgo, Pisces, Taurus, my true trinity. The infantry, perfecting symmetry. Wanna float in these waters and check your density with show efficiency. Are you complacent? You gotta look within and answer that statement. You gotta say I shade when liquid hit the pavement. Containment, master your impulses. I'm off with a hypnosis. We smelling like hemp roaches, maintaining intense focus. I ain't with the excuses. If I look within, you find out where the truth is.
I'm setting on my square all day. Studious and street Moors don't play. You talking colorable, man, fuck what you say. I know the Constitution is in my DNA. I know I'm a Moor, it's in my DNA. And I'm the true American, it's in my DNA. Got my fans in my turban, mother's DNA. I do it for the nation, activate your DNA. As I walk down the street like a street Moor, I'm looking for some food, fuck the meat store. See, once you get the truth, your body feed for more. I I study, hit the bookstore. I study, and I want some more. I came out the womb, I'm not made of straw. I navigate the sea, I demonstrate the law. And I ain't speaking on that color shit at all. I'm a Lodio, Islam, I want it all. I defend mine with the scimitar, don't be alarmed. I'm on my square shining bright, that more's a star. Wake up, sun gaze to the morning star. Moorish American man, uplift humanity, that is my plan. This is Morocco, so this is my land. Open your hands, 5 on the left. Put up the peace sign, 2 on the right. Open your third eye, can you see the light? Not civil little martus, full life, not civil little martus. Full life, more is a verb, more is a noun. Matter the more because black is an adjective. With the black saddest thing, you are Madigan. Christian back coast, Pope of the Vatican. Listen, my people, no time for shenanigans. If this an island, I'ma call you Gilligan. Trace myself back, I'm a rocket, I'm here again. Moorish Americans know what the spirit is. I am a Moorish American man. Uplift humanity, that is my plan. This is Morocco, so this is my land. Open your hands, 5 on the left. Put up the peace sign, 2 on the right. Open your third eye, can you see the light? Not civil little martus, full life, not civil little martus. Full life, more is a verb, more is a noun. Matter the more because black is an adjective. With the black saddest thing, you are Madigan. Christian back coast, Pope of the Vatican. Listen, my people, no time for shenanigans. If this an island, I'ma call you Gilligan. Trace myself back, I'm a rocket, I'm here again. Moorish Americans know what the spirit is. The more that you study, the clearer it gets. Did it myself, now I cheer again. This the prophet, we not friends again. Now I can hear again, see again. Welcome to me again, God being me again. Sons of Allah, did it with intelligence. Study, did it with some diligence. 7-11, they mad cause I'm militant. Christopher Columbus, the slave and I'm serious. Slave is a bloodline, we did the labor. Leave me alone, I don't need any favors. Keep all that money, that shit is just paper. The United States is only on paper. The way you fight back, thoughts written on paper. You can say yourself cause no one can save ya. Gotta study self, change your behavior. The higher, the lower, now here come the danger. The lower is walking with one in the chamber. Higher is trying to control all the anger. My ego is saying fuck all of you haters. I'm ready for this, I'm ready for war. 2 seconds on the clock, 1 shot and I'm ready to score. Stop killing over colors, what's that for? Not nigga black colors, we are Moors. I am a Moorish American man. Uplift humanity, that is my plan. This is Morocco, so this is my land. Open your hands, 5 on the left. Put up the peace sign, 2 on the right. Open your third eye, can you see the light? Not civil little martus, full life, not civil little martus. Full life.
Son of a mother, airship. None of a mothers can fierce dick. Pop smoking but not broken. Riot spoken, screaming BLM. When you see them all, we ain't them. Stay strong, some weak with no end. Roof flow, track of the track, what the hell you know. We all Moors, not baby clones. The great and the great they roll. Nah, in the veins they yo. I'm NFA with y'all, but we ain't them. When the real and the real and written. Got news from CNN on MHS, Taj on VHS. Canaanland Moors for the late test and to Muhammad. No, but you Ali, the great test. If you talk color, not hearing ya. Blood suckers, homo, and malaria. No need to put this lots of fear in ya. Just throw you a book and you're scared enough. Bye-bye, little sheep while it's shearing ya. Next day, forget where you're naked from. That's not a heart, that's the shape of a lady's bum. Or 2 separated, slice open atria.
I am a Moorish American man. Uplift humanity, that is my plan. This is Morocco, so this is my land. Open your hands, 5 on the left. Put up the peace sign, 2 on the right. Open your third eye, can you see the light? Not civil little martus, full life, not civil little martus, full life. I am a Moorish American man. Uplift humanity, that is my plan. This is Morocco, so this is my land. Open your hands, 5 on the left. Put up the peace sign, 2 on the right. Open your third eye, can you see the light? Not civil little martus, full life, not civil little martus, full life.
Corporate to run up to Cali. On paper, rice breaker. Things I get open, get carried. Take it home to your family. This Lone Star, not Texas. It's Moorish, not Madness. Stay touring, not here stay. This I'm a rock, not United States. On the ride, not rock for me. On the block, firm, not top heavy. Push more with black, nothing happening. Who's wearing masks, getting robbed, not me. Real life monopoly.
This is what it feels like. 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 People running up to me that I don't know. Are you a prince? They ask. Tell them I'm from Morocco. Look me up and down with a smile, not a frown. Turn their brain to water. Watch their lower self drown. Wanna touch my antennas and steal my energy. Eyes bulge, telling them I'm always King Edward V. When it comes to facts, with Moors they get beggarly. They ask Morocco where? The farthest northwesterly. With every question asked, I respond cleverly. All dependents won't explain expertly. Going in their wallet, pull out pictures with feathers, breaking down the ring, then the mason confesses. He's at 33 degrees, now the convo stretches like yoga into esoteric metaphysic lessons. When my people aren't like me, he impresses. When we take Moorish science to the highways and hedges. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
They tried to get you to think again. That's the profit. I'm upright, don't need a friend. And you can't stop this. I'ma write with my pen. Violate me and I'ma send writs again.
This is what it feels like. 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 People running up to me that I don't know. Are you a prince? They ask. Tell them I'm from Morocco. Look me up and down with a smile, not a frown. Turn their brain to water. Watch their lower self drown. Wanna touch my antennas and steal my energy. Eyes bulge, telling them I'm always King Edward V. When it comes to facts, with Moors they get beggarly. They ask Morocco where? The farthest northwesterly. With every question asked, I respond cleverly. All dependents won't explain expertly. Going in their wallets, pull out pictures with feathers, breaking down the ring, then the mason confesses. He's at 33 degrees, now the convo stretches like yoga into esoteric metaphysic lessons. When my people aren't like me, he impresses. When we take Moorish science to the highways and hedges. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
They tried to get you to think again. That's the profit. I'm upright, don't need a friend. And you can't stop this. I'ma write with my pen. Violate me and I'ma send writs again. Remain cautious, cause often they sin again. That's in the police out, just the silence men. When they bust through your door, you won't breathe again. Nationality will show you how to live again. It can change the predicament you're living in. You can heal the whole world without medicine. Only truth can make you a better man. Why lie? Cause you got paid to murder men. Then you try to lock them up when they riot in. That's okay, cause for freedom I'm diving in. With no knowledge you come back to die again. Resurrect me not, cause I'd rather be one with Allah.
This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like. This is what it feels like.
Africa didn't get its name until the 17th century. These papal bulls were written in the 15th century. It stands to reason there's another Africa. It's just like George Washington writing to Morocco. Do you think he was writing to the Morocco in Africa? The Morocco in Africa didn't get its name until 1953. So, who was he writing to? Which Morocco was he writing to? Which Africa are they talking about? Since Africa was called Libya, the Greeks, Ethiopia by the Romans, Al-Qaban by the damn people that live there. So, what's Africa? They took the name from over here and put it over there. It's like you see the East India Trading Company all over the West Indies. It makes no sense. If Africa didn't get its name until the 17th century, these papal bulls were written in the 15th century. It stands to reason there's another Africa. It's just like George Washington writing to Morocco. Do you think he was writing to the Morocco in Africa? The Morocco in Africa didn't get its name until 1953. So, who was he writing to? Which Morocco was he writing to? Which Africa are they talking about? Since Africa was called Libya, the Greeks, Ethiopia by the Romans, Al-Qaban by the damn people that live there. So, what's Africa? They took the name from over here and put it over there. It's like you see the East India Trading Company all over the West Indies. It makes no sense. If Africa didn't get its name until the 17th century, these papal bulls were written in the 15th century. It stands to reason there's another Africa. It's just like George Washington writing to Morocco. Do you think he was writing to the Morocco in Africa? The Morocco in Africa didn't get its name until 1953. So, who was he writing to? Which Morocco was he writing to? Which Africa are they talking about? Since Africa was called Libya, the Greeks, Ethiopia by the Romans, Al-Qaban by the damn people that live there. So, what's Africa? They took the name from over here and put it over there.
They took the name from over here and they put it over there. Honors to all the Moors. Happy Holy Day to all the Moors worldwide. Honors to all the Moors in the chat. We had a question earlier about proclaiming nationality. Should you go through RV Bay to proclaim your nationality? If you've expired all your resources, so you went to the temple, you went to the Moors over there, there's the Moors over there, and stuff just wasn't really right, then yeah, you should probably do that. But keep in mind, regardless where you go to get your nationality, keep in mind that plastic card, that piece of plastic over there called a card, that piece of plastic doesn't mean jack without your mind being in the right place. When you say, I want to proclaim my nationality, and you think going to get a card is going to make me a Moor, now that I have the card, now I'm a Moor because I have this card, wrong concept. Because that card is a piece of plastic and can't do jack with regard to your nationality, unless you have the mindset unless you have the mindset to back up that card. Because if you have that card without the mindset, when you get challenged and you can't defend it, then you look like a dumbass. So before you even think about cards and papers and whatever else that we think, to be a Moor, you need some paper or whatever, some card. What we have to do is we have to at least take a 2-3 years and study. 2-3 years? Yep, 2-3 years. Yep. You have to. Because this is about mind. This is about mind. This is about your mental getting right. This isn't about cards and papers. It's been an illusion for a long time that this is about cards and papers. This is not about cards and papers. This is about you studying, getting your mind right. It's about you studying, getting your mind right, studying, getting your mind right, then you start talking about cards and all that stuff. And again, we're saying it's at least a 2-3 years should be getting some studying on before you start talking about cards and all that stuff. And because the Moor Science Temples did such a bad job, and then they want to give you some paper with no picture on it and all that stuff, tell you that's your identification. Juali told these Moors, nationality card is going to change in your pocket. And the nationality card's changing in the pocket because these Moors in the temple have really done nothing with what Noble Juali bought for 100 years. For 100 years, they've done nothing with what Juali brought. All they did was play church with Moors. Right? Come into the temple, bring your fez to the temple in a bag. When you get inside, put it on and all that. Nationality card today, still a piece of paper. The people's nationality card, it hasn't even upgraded from the Moorish Science Temple to be something with a picture and an autograph on it. It is just a paper. It says a name on it. That's it. Right? So we tell people, use RV Bay Publications in order to connect you to the Great Seal, National Association of Moorish Affairs, so you can get your Moorish identification and start the processing of freeing yourself. Right? So, yes, RV Bay is the spot to go to get yourself, in the right frame of mind, so that when you're ready, you're going to go proclaim your nationality, get your identification, get your paperwork, and then start living your life. Right? You know what I mean? That's where it should be. I get it. Like Amor said in the chat, people got court tomorrow, so they want to get their nationality card today so they can go to court tomorrow. Cards can't save you. Papers can't save you. Cards can't save you. Papers can't save you. Mind is what saves you. Right? Mindset is what is going to save you. The only thing that's going to save you is your mind being right. If your mind's not right, Don't even think about salvation. It's not happening. Right? The card only works if your mind works. If your mind doesn't work, card's not going to work. I don't care how beautiful the card looks. I don't care how they set it up. Beautiful colors and all that stuff. I don't care. If your mind doesn't work, forget about all that cards and papers and all that stuff. You're playing yourself. Case in point.
Why do we have to separate ourselves so much from each other? Why is black women one separate entity and black men are another separate entity? That's not how it's supposed to be. That's not how any other race operates, but we're the only ones who operate like that and think it's functional. You feel me? I've said it before. Why do we get the label of strong, independent black woman? We don't hear that from nobody else. I've never heard strong, independent white woman, strong, independent Asian woman, strong, independent Latino woman, strong, independent Indian woman. I ain't never heard none of that.
Why? Why they never heard none of that before? Why? Why have they never heard strong, independent anybody else? The only strong, independent whoever's we hear about is the Negro black colored people. Why? Oh, because everybody else knows that nationality is the order of the day. Everybody else knows that nationality is where it's at. Everyone knows nationality is where it's at. Anybody playing colored games? Right? Nobody playing colored games. Only our people play that BS.
So I don't want to offend. I want to find out the politically correct word, because I've seen when they were actually protesting, they said they don't even want to be called colored people. Is it politically correct if I say you are a Kosa?
No, first of all, it's bad science. There is no such thing as a colored person. Everyone is color, including white people. First of all, it's bad science. There is no such thing as a colored person. Everyone is color, including white people. This is a term that comes from India when the Africoid people were conquered by the Persians. First of all, it's bad science. There is no such thing as a colored person. Everyone is color, including white people. This is a term that comes from India when the Africoid people were conquered by the Persians. And the offspring were not entitled to any connection to the land or to the structure that was created. First of all, it's bad science. There is no such thing as a colored person. Everyone is color, including white people. This is a term that comes from India when the Africoid people were conquered by the Persians. And the offspring were not entitled to any connection to the land or to the structure that was created. The term was Mala. From Mala, it went to mulatto by the Spanish. And the Spanish brought it to the Anglo-Saxons, the British, and they introduced the term colored to South Africa. Those that have been conquered and removed from the land or removed from any connection to the structure under which they were enslaved. That is how the term colored came about. It has no African root. There's no etymology for colored in any African language. No, first of all, it's bad science. There is no such thing as a colored person. Everyone is color, including white people. This is a term that comes from India when the Africoid people were conquered by the Persians. And the offspring were not entitled were conquered by the Persians. People were conquered by the Persians. When the Africoid people were conquered by the Persians.
I thought they said the Moors did that. I thought Shinkanta Diop and James Small and all of them said the Moors is who conquered Africa. It's kind of interesting that the Moors conquered Africa, but Dr. Ben, who has a Moorish doctorate, taught all these Negro black scholared whoever's that the Moors are the ones who named Al-Kebalan. Al-Kebalan came from the Moors. So why would Moors conquer the place that they named? Well, that doesn't make too much sense. Why Moors conquer the place that they named? Oh, because the people never told you that it's the Persians who conquered there. But they want to lie to the people in order to throw dirt on the Moors so they could keep playing their Negro, black, colored, African, Indian, whatever games. That everybody in the world knows that that's a fraud. Everybody knows Negro, black, colored is a fraud. And African and Indian, and calling yourself continents, and calling yourself adjectives and other misnomers. Everybody knows a fraud. Everybody knows free people have national names. They're not called fictions. The only people called fictions are wards. And the only people who call wards are people who've been colonized and accept the colonization. Because Drali even told these Moors, every nation suffered slavery. So how come we're the only dumbasses that's still wards to people? Everybody else is free. Everybody else is kicking Europeans out their land and all that stuff. And then Negro, black, coloreds in North America playing games. And then want to know how come? Why? Well, we're supposed to. They didn't. We should have. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up.
And the offspring were not entitled to any connection to the land or to the structure that was created. Not entitled to any connection to the land or to the structure that was created. Offspring were not entitled to any connection to the land or to the structure that was created. The term was Mala. From Mala, it went to mulatto by the Spanish. And the Spanish brought it to the Anglo-Saxons, British, and they introduced the term colored to South Africa. Those that have been conquered and removed from the land or removed from any connection to the structure under which they were enslaved. That is how the term colored came about. It has no African root. There's no etymology for colored in any African language. That is how the term colored came about. It has no African root. There's no etymology for colored in any African language. These are the terms that were brought by the conquest. That is how the term colored came about. It has no African root. There's no etymology for colored in any African language. These are the terms that were brought by the conquerors in terms of people who had created a new structure, and the modern term is modernity, But in terms of science, it is bad science. There is no such thing as colored. It's ideological creation. That is how the term colored came about. It has no African root. There's no etymology for colored in any African language. These are the terms that were brought by the conquerors in terms of people who had created a new structure, and the modern term is modernity, But in terms of science, it is bad science. There is no such thing as colored. It's the ideological creation of white settlement. It's bad science. There is no such thing as colored. It's the ideological creation of science. It is bad science. Structure under which they were enslaved. That is how the term colored came about. It has no African root. There's no etymology for colored in any African language. These are the terms that were brought by the conquerors in terms of people who had created a new structure, and the modern term is modernity, under which they were enslaved. That is how the term colored came about. It has no African root. There's no etymology for colored in any African language. These are the terms that were brought by the conquerors in terms of people who had created a new structure, and the modern term is modernity, But in terms of science, it is bad science. There is no such thing as colored. It's the ideological creation of white settlement, white imposition, and white domination.
Everybody knows that it's BS. Is Valhara Ranita El Hari Bey a real Moor? So when you're doing your research, Moors, punching Moors in the YouTube, and then stuff's popping up, right? At one time, that was one of the first videos that would pop up. Her with the screen, writing on the transparencies on the thing. At one time, that was one of the first videos that would come up when you're researching the Moors, right? So, that video would pop up so much that it became a study tool for Moors. So for years, this video is popping up. This one video, a Moorish mother talking. Everybody's into it because it's a mother. Not too many mothers are out there teaching. So wow, You know, we get to hear a mother break it down. We get to hear a mother break it down. So people wanted more. You know, they do a little bit more research, you know, and you see, you know, videos with her with the fez on and, you know, different venues with her teaching, you know what I mean? Some people were able to get some DVDs of her. And then she disappeared. Like a thief in the night. Just disappeared. So one day, studying with the Moors, somebody asked that same question. Hey, whatever happened to... So one of the master teachers was breaking down that what had happened was ego is a hell of a drug. And she thought she was holier than thou. Because she was holier than thou, she started saying, call her Queen. Queen Valhara. Queen Bay. Queen this, Queen that. Call her Queen. Nobody took it as anything, you know. All right, I guess, you know. I mean, it's your body of Moors. So if it's your body of Moors, you want to be a queen to those Moors, hey, do your thing. Come to find out that she was telling them, her members in her little whatever she started, call her queen so that these people could give her 20% of their pay or whatever. Because she's the queen. So in order for, you know when they say taxes? So in order for you to be a member of her whatever, you had to give her some of your hard-earned finance. And then at that point, the master teachers realized that she's a fraud, and then she got excommunicated. That's why she disappeared. And you ain't heard from her ever since. So what you could do is you can, you know, just like we were talking about with the card doesn't mean BS, or the card means BS. Don't worry about the card, right? Just like we're saying, it's all about the mind. It's all about the mind. It's not about the card. It's the same thing that it's not about the individual. It's about the info. So if you're looking for some info, yes, watch as much Valhara Bay classes, whatever is left online that you could find. Because she's giving you the info. Right? She's giving you the info. Info that you could use. Info that is important to you figuring this stuff out. Right? Because it's going to be figured out with you thinking. That's how it's going to be figured out. Right? So, when she pops up in 4 days, when she pops up and she's back and all that stuff, just remember, she used to prostitute herself by calling herself queen in order to steal people's hard-earned finance because she didn't want to go get a job. Right? That's why she disappeared, because she was playing games with people's stuff. Right? Because this is not about, you know, being some kind of Captain Save-A-Ho for these Moors. That's not what this is about. This is about Moors going and studying, figuring their stuff out. If you got an issue, call up a Moor, message a Moor, whatever, and you'll get some pointers. You'll get some reference points. They might have even went through the situation that you went through and sent you the paperwork that they used to get out their situation. Right? But don't get caught, because it's a game that people take this right du jour righteous information and corrupt it by playing package games. Right? They do this. This is what they do. They play package games with this. Right? We just got off the phone with some Moors who just got played. 70 plus years old. 6,000. 6,000 they paid. Right? 6,000 they paid. From some Moors. People with turbans and fezzes. They have Zoom classes and all that. But little did they know that these people been under investigation for pretty much all of 2023. They've been under investigation. I remember, we know that these colonists that have courts and police and all that stuff, we know that they're not the law. But we also know that these individuals who are selling the birthright to people, we also know that those people aren't Moors. Those are niggers with fezzes on. The niggers with nationality cards. So because we know that they're not our brother, right? We don't have jurisdiction over them. So there's no, a Moor played you and then you're going to go to a Moor and then the Moor is going to go do something for this nigger in a fez that played you. Right? We don't got jurisdiction. If we're not Negro black colored, then we don't have jurisdiction over Negro black colored. But guess who does? The nigger catchers. So the nigger catchers have jurisdiction over their property. So anybody out there who claimed that they want to learn and they go to some people who call themselves Moors, and then these people play them and charge them $5 grand, $6 grand, 10 grand, 20 grand, 200, 800, 5,000, whatever. And if they feel like they got played, go tell the nigger catchers. Go fill out a police report. Go to the court, file a complaint, especially if they're playing that they're giving you some service and all that stuff and then they're charging you. Go to the nigger catchers and complain on them. I'm pretty sure you already have their address, where their office is or whatever. I'm pretty sure you have their name and the multiple names that they're using, just like they said in this order from the Law Society against these Moors. Respondent, Cam Ra El Bey, a.k.a. Cameron Bey, a.k.a. Cameron Bey, a.k.a. Cam Ra El Bey, conducting business as Morehouse Law Firm, a.k.a. Moorish Law Firm, a.k.a. Moorish American Canaanland Consulate, a.k.a. whatever else, whatever other name, whatever other stuff they're going to try to make it sound like it's them. Right? These people are in contempt of court for carrying on business as Morehouse Law Firm without having a license to practice law. Why could they do this? Because these traders, these dirty Moors, are going into the corporate jurisdictions, the courts, and giving out their cards and giving out their flyers and giving out their whatever to get people who are desperate. Right? To get people who are desperate. Because they know desperate people would pay the $5,000 or the $6,000 or the $8,000 or the how much ever thousands they're going to charge. They know that there are people out there who will pay because they're desperate. Right? They know this. So these people put out their little order from their court. Right? This court orders that the respondent, Mr. Bay, carrying on business as Morehouse lawyer, is found and declared to be in contempt of court for failing to comply with the order of Honorable Justice Pollack, dated July 8th, 2022. It's 2023 now. These people haven't showed up for court, nothing. They're so Moorish and they're so for the law and they're so the way that you should go, but they can't show up for a court date? What kind of pussies are these? What kind of bitch ass niggas are these? That they have all the law, they're charging people $6,000 and all that stuff, but they're not showing up for some court thing to prove their self right. They're not gonna go to court. Now they're pretty much on the run. Now they're on the run. But I thought they knew the law and all that stuff. I thought they have Zoom classes and they're charging people $5,000, $6,000, $8,000. But these pussies can't even go to court to prove their claims that they're claiming. Because they're claiming that they're the law. The Europeans say, nah, you guys aren't the law, we're the law. And then they're not going to prove their claim. They're letting the European stand on the fact that they said they're the law. These punks, right? Court orders that respondent Mr. Bay shall be imprisoned for 12 days. Right? So they're looking for prison time for these criminals. They're looking at prison time for these criminals. I don't care 12 days, 2 days, 1 day, 5 days, it doesn't matter. These colonists are looking to put the screws through these people, right through the knees. Just drill them right through the knees. This is what they're looking to do. This court orders that the costs are payable by the respondent to the Law Society in respect of these contempt proceedings in the amount of $9,100. And so court's demanding that they pay $9,100. Now, you know, but like we said, just these people only, we counted about $100,000 that they stole from people. Just them only. The amount of people who came complaining to us after, probably about 15 people. When we add up everything that they paid, we stopped counting at $100,000. And that was like 4 or 5 years ago we stopped counting. And if they just got these two people for $6,100, then these people are way over $100,000 by now that they got from raping their own people. Right? Raping their own people. This is what they do. And then keep in mind that these people are elders, 70 plus years old. They don't even have a job. They're living off of getting their little pension. These people stealing elders' pension money. That's what they're stealing. They're not stealing something from people who have a job. They're stealing people's savings. And then these people have their whole family against them because they're, you know, well, why do you do that? And why do, and I never heard of anywhere. I never heard of anywhere, only in the Moorish community, where nobody deals with the accuser. Everybody talking about the victim. Victim this, victim that, blaming victim. Their own family. Their own family's not looking at them like, hey, you know what? That's messed up what happened, you know what I mean? Let's see what we could do to figure this out or sort this out or make this better. Nah, they're cussing them out or whatever because they gave these people 6,100. When anybody who's mad should be at their address waiting for them. They should be at their address or their business outside, just posted up, just waiting. With the bat with the nails going through it, just waiting at the door for these people to show their face. That's what should be going on. But that's not going on because majority of the people who get played, they got some type of issue going on themselves. Which is why they can't say anything after they get played. Because one, they probably signed some non-disclosure agreement with these traders who, the fact that they're getting you to sign, well, you know, if we give you this paperwork, you got to sign something saying that you're not going to talk about this paperwork that we sell you for $3,000. And then they sign. So they sign a non-disclosure agreement, which means they can't talk when they get this paperwork that they just bought for $3,000. They can't talk about it. If they talk about it, then they're liable to be sued by who they just paid for this paperwork. Does that make sense? That's how they get these people to shut the hell up and can't talk. You know, luckily, you know, there were some people who, after they got played, they were like, F these people. We're going to go file some complaints. We're going to go to somebody and complain. Because this is some BS. Right, July 2022. These people have been on the run. And they're still out here charging people. Still. Adair Goldblatt Bieber, LLP, 416-499-9940. If you had any type of issues with these people, just call up the lawyers. Call up the nigger catchers and make your complaint. 416-499-9940. Lawyers for the applicant, which is the Law Society of Ontario, who are going after Morehouse lawyers, aka Camra L. Bay, aka Cameron Bay, et al. All of them. Anybody who's affiliated with him. Because these people are traitors, pretending to be lawyers when you know, Moors know. Moors can't be lawyers. Moors who study know that. Why would you be a Moor and start talking about lawyers? We're lawyers. Thought you were Moors. Now you have a law firm. Why would you be a Moor with a law firm? These are the games that they've been playing. These are the games that we've been telling people about for years. So be mindful. There's the countdown. Happy Holy Day to all the Moors. Honors to the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Honors to all the Moors in the chat. Supreme honors to all the mothers worldwide. Peace and love to all the Moors. Happy Holy Day.
I won't back off their way like I knew jewelers. Jewelers are carpenters and carvers, varnish finish. So you know the shine won't diminish. While rappers spending G's on gold that could be for fools. My chest glisten like the sun off pools from my jewels. Argon energy, pendant protection jewels. Enhance my life with spiritual tools. Opening chakras with crystals wrapped in copper. Using the force of quartz, put brakes on a copper. Microcrystalline jade, metamorphic rock pieces. Put a shame to diamond crusted Jesus headpieces. Obsidian and opal, leopard skin, jasper on a string. Tiger eye, green, tourmaline ring. I won't back off their way like I knew jewelers. Jewelers are carpenters and carvers, varnish finish. So you know the shine won't diminish. While rappers spending G's on gold that could be for fools. My chest glisten like the sun off pools from my jewels. Argon energy, pendant protection jewels. Enhance my life with spiritual tools. Opening chakras with crystals wrapped in copper. Using the force of quartz, put brakes on a copper. Microcrystalline jade, metamorphic rock pieces. Put a shame to diamond crusted Jesus headpieces. Obsidian and opal, leopard skin, jasper on a string. Tiger eye, green, tourmaline ring. It looks like the stock essence when I bling bling. Change negative to positive like colors on the moon ring. No gold, a whole black beads, no ice. I'm looking like Africa, Bam, X-Clan and Just Ice. Rapid varnish pendant, Moorish mug chest filled with crystal stones, Merlin treasure chest, clearing my aura as I come before you. Rappers see me with no eyes and think I'm a pauper. Rob a rapper of his Gucci Lincoln pendant self-portrait. Pawn souls to the devil cause they made themselves corporate. New jewelry gets attention like passing next morning. Keep new jewelry as wood, no matter what you call it. Read the future through the stars, or Tarot of Moors. Cut you with the scimitar or shadow sword. Then in Callaway, our names are Moors of Europe. Black and Indian say lying and selling you hope. Dirty Moors tell you MST surveyors religious. Replace Jesus with Drew Ali singing hymns like Christians. Emmanuel I said be a human rights reader, but Ross play games in Moorish Jalabias. Nuwapians know the God gave him circle 7 lessons and call him a nation of Moors in 360 questions. Hebrew Israelites are Moorish, Zionist Jews, but has the mothers in the back of tabernacle rooms, praying to the patriarch when Ark is the womb. Reincarnated Drew Ali, written on given spoon. Drew Ali reincarnated is also Father Muhammad, claiming the prophet, but he's all about profit. $sign odds, 10 grand for a package. King of the Moor spirit PCs, that's so savage. They're not against me, but against Drew Ali. They're not agitated like black color or Somali, jumping over Negro and say Moor means blacks as nigga leaders with scholarship off track. Should face a firing squad with lies like that. BLM leaders, mansions, every state on the map. No guilt or remorse. They face on billboards, but police victims in courts as a status call wards. Mothers mourning, hiring civil rights attorneys. Most of them are not worthy and job turkeys. Make you march and picket. No one sees you like midgets, no matter how hard you fidget. Choked out for 10 minutes. Been dead for 7 on your highway to heaven. They get off with the wrist slap, but not charged like a felon. You can't see what I can't see. You're blind, baby. You're blind from the facts. You can't see what I can't see. You're blind, baby. Your mind is so black. You can't see what I can't see. You're blind, baby. You're blind from the facts. You can't see what I can't see.
That's those black
You're blind,
glasses,
baby.
man. Them
Your
black
mind is so black.
You said meeting where they're at? Been there, done that. Sounds like you want me going back to being black. Dead carcass, a dead status, same difference. All in experience. Blacks getting shot up, but Moors make them shut up. Double cup, that's protection. Every man to a nation. Negotiate for what when you have the Constitution? Am I a Negro or what? You need permission, not prohibitive, privilege, like somebody's kid. I guess that's the way we live. Nah, free national standards, I'm nobody's bastard. Land, air, water, that spells law, but you're blind, baby. I told you, you're blind, baby. Message for the percolated. Don't shoot my birdie, more science than facts. Fiction is the movie, look at the way you act. If you don't believe me, then study, then you would know, and you would grow, you would know, and you would grow. Fly, baby.
You can't see what I can see. You're blind, baby. You're blind from the facts. You can't see what I can see. You're blind, baby. Your mind is so black. You can't see what I can see. You're blind, baby. You're blind from the facts. You can't see what I can see. You're blind, baby. Your mind is so black. Means death, but y'all blind and deaf and can't read truth you can't find. Miss Drew Ali lessons waiting for Jesus. Teaching lies as competence, nigga doesn't mean niggas. More doesn't mean black, it means more bite. And high priest of a new, holding the marvelous light. 7 orbs in our palm, we are ancients returned. From the line of roots, skin looks like brass burned. Hair looks like Zoroaster, face of an old man. Sundial is my watch, FOH with your Rolex. Major not minority, no clicking heels like Dorothy. Flames on a straw man, no joining their sorority. Great Seal is not Illuminati but Moorish. Disrespect Moors and we might get boorish. We're in our own land, fam, don't call me a tourist. I use the floor more, fine-tuning my auras. Let them know that I'm back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth. Let them know that you're back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth. Let them know that I'm back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth. Let them know that you're back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth.
Get your foot up off my ottoman. Empire built for an Ottoman. Never mix me up for them other men. I'm writing with an iron pen. Good life and not a gym. Born in an empire, not a sin. Moorish American, round table, Moorish ordering. I am feminine and masculine. Principle, rights inalienable. So I'm able. Now Cain wants to kill me. Biblical. My brother who pretends to be brotherly. Try to put me back in slavery. Confederate flags under my cherry tree. Washington cut it down, but Washington is still in me. Moors, yo, I speak the tongue, uplift the blind, the deaf, the dumb, and everything is mine, you some. Legislative act, municipal outcomes. Animal farm, I see the reruns. Nation never cared for a president. Trudeau in a turban, that's evident. Major not minor, that's permanent.
Let them know that I'm back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth. Let them know that you're back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth. Let them know that I'm back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth. Let them know that you're back in the booth, back for the youth. Words coming out of mouth is the truth.
H2O flow, sheep, Canaanland, Moorish, release for Northgate, H2O flow, sheep, Canaanland, Moorish, release for Shalon Davis, salute, hot house. Check it. They say they wanna learn, they only debate. Referencing the truth, trust me, they only sound the great. Any nationality before you question my estate. I'm not a minority, why you so late? Majority rules, here comes the test fact. That's my hand in the form of a V on the chest. That's a boom that is blessed like a moon and a crest. Major forever, infinite mindset. Major for birth, that's a seed in process. I'm a Moor that is easy to digest. Competent, never Canaanland. That is my land, never fake it. Sacred traditions, petitions for what you're not Jamaican. Westmoreland, support more. Everybody needs more. We feel please more. Following the apostles, we should be more. I see the unseen more. We more. That's a fact. Canaanland.
They say they wanna learn, complain classes are too long. Don't want it on a phone call, energy too strong. Get it from the wrong source, now they way off course. Think they must be Muslim and give up on all sports. Should give up the red meat, must give up on all porks. Won't be yelling haram when the bottles are uncorked. Eating with the spoon, use forks for tuning. Eating humble pie, no ego ballooning. Samson 2 caterpillars, got them cocooning. As the full moon hung, spiral energy moving. Up through the crown chakra, energy shooting, and told me upload classes before live YouTubing. 16,000 subscribers, 20% consuming, 80% troll pretending to be tuned in. Comment on every video, pushing the thumbs down. We'll push the link when we're live just like a clown. Pouring in the incompetence, always debating. Dissing Drew Ali but won't give their location. His image on the black banner, that's placation. Just get him out of here, Yusuf yells in frustration. We know they're playing games, we're not berating. Calling 911, scimitars penetrated.
H2O flow, sheep, Canaanland Moorish. Release for Shalom David, salute. Hot house. Check it. They say they wanna learn, they only debate. Referencing the truth, trust me, they only sound the great. Any nationality before you question my estate. I'm not a minority, why you so late? Majority rules, here comes the test fact. That's my hand in the form of a V on the chest. That's a boom that is blessed like a moon and a crest. Major forever, infinite mindset. Major for birth, that's a seed in process. I'm a Moor that is easy to digest. Competent, never Canaanland. That is my land, never fake it. Sacred traditions, petitions for what you're not Jamaican. Westmoreland, support more. Everybody needs more. We feel please more. Following the apostles, we should be more. I see the unseen more. We more. That's a fact. Canaanland.
They say they wanna learn, complain classes are too long. Don't want it on a phone call, energy too strong. Get it from the wrong source, now they way off course. Think they must be Muslim and give up on all sports. Should give up the red meat, must give up on all porks. Won't be yelling haram when the bottles are uncorked. Eating with the spoon, use forks for tuning. Eating humble pie, no ego ballooning. Samson 2 caterpillars, got them cocooning. As the full moon hung, spiral energy moving. Up through the crown chakra, energy shooting, and told me upload classes before live YouTubing. 16,000 subscribers, 20% consuming, 80% troll pretending to be tuned in. Comment on every video, pushing the thumbs down. We'll push the link when we're live just like a clown. Pouring in the incompetence, always debating. Dissing Drew Ali but won't give their location. His image on the black banner, that's placation. Just get him out of here, Yusuf yells in frustration. We know they're playing games, we're not berating. Calling 911, scimitars penetrated. In defense of prophets and mothers abused. And newly awakened Moors, amused and confused.
Here we go. Raka! North Star! That way, the North Star stop Raka! North Star! That way, the North Star stop Canaanland moves. Read off we pay every day. Uplifted feet cause we all base. We enforce the law and we obey. Forefathers from before and still today. Reading my Quran and my Torah. Universal laws in more rays. Read 4 chapters, receive it 4 ways. Great divine love rules our verse. Before I circle blocks, man, I circle semis first. Raka! North Star! That way, the North Star stop Canaanland moves. Read off we pay every day. Uplifted feet cause we all base. We enforce the law and we obey. Forefathers from before and still today. Reading my Quran and my Torah. Universal laws in more rays. Read 4 chapters, receive it 4 ways. Great divine love rules our verse. Before I circle blocks, man, I circle semis first. You bust the image, but your rhymes hurt. Declare 13 disrespected earth. Love, but it's all in God's plan. Today's mathematics don't judge a man. Unity of life, embodiment of truth. I'm responsible for every deed, cause I seen the proof. No but true. X, do I have to draw it out for you? Cause nationality is not a color I can use. Jerry's Bruce, standing on my square, even without shoes. On the highest authority, spirit of blue. Marcus Coffee, whirlwind times 2. The world's in the wind when the trumpet blew.
Stand up, go into your bathroom. If you got a big floor to ceiling, cut the light on and stand and take a good hard look at yourself. You are the Moorish government, you know, and it took me a long time to get to understand that concept. I self-law am master. If I can govern myself, if I can govern my household, that's what I should be doing. Why should I walk out of my door and then leave everything that I know about myself in the house to go out and adopt something that I have no knowledge thereof? No sense. So we need to stop asking that question. I ask myself this question: if not me, then who?
Death and wisdom, my friends, intelligent creatures, guardians of sacred knowledge, Olmecan features, secrets of the afterlife, manifest the present day. Dirty Moors and scoundrels lose their heads in a pleasant way. Deceit and deception, negative past thoughts, keeps awareness on point, spirit messages never off, inner realizations, encounter the higher selves, next plane existence, explains my consistence. Without a foe you never know, so pass most resistant.
Raka! North Star! That way, the North Star stop Canaanland moves. Read off we pay every day. Uplifted feet cause we all base. We enforce the law and we obey. Forefathers from before and still today. Reading my Quran and my Torah. Universal laws in more rays. Read 4 chapters, receive it 4 ways. Great divine love rules our verse. Before I circle blocks, man, I circle semis first. You bust the image, but your rhymes hurt. Declare 13 disrespected earth. Love, but it's all in God's plan. Today's mathematics don't judge a man. Unity of life, embodiment of truth. I'm responsible for every deed, cause I seen the proof. No but true. X, do I have to draw it out for you? Cause nationality is not a color I can use. Jerry's Bruce, standing on my square, even without shoes. On the highest authority, spirit of blue. Marcus Coffee, whirlwind times 2. The world's in the wind when the trumpet blew.
Stand up, go into your bathroom. If you got a big floor to ceiling, cut the light on and stand and take a good hard look at yourself. You are the Moorish government, you know, and it took me a long time to get to understand that concept. I self-law am master. If I can govern myself, if I can govern my household, that's what I should be doing. Why should I walk out of my door and then leave everything that I know about myself in the house to go out and adopt something that I have no knowledge thereof? No sense. So we need to stop asking that question. I ask myself this question: if not me, then who?
Death and wisdom, my friends, intelligent creatures, guardians of sacred knowledge, Olmecan features, secrets of the afterlife, manifest the present day. Dirty Moors and scoundrels lose their heads in a pleasant way. Deceit and deception, negative past thoughts, keeps awareness on point. Spirit messages never off. Inner realizations, encounter the higher selves. Next plane existence explains my consistence. Without a foe, you never know, so past most resistant. Divinity, my twin flame, side chick and mistress, metaphysic, Kabbalistic, Almaroc mystic, patriarch, papistics, make my thoughts sadistic, so indigenous, call me Americanistic, invoking the ancestors, Saracen cryptic, suns on rotation, flows ecliptic, shatter all illusions, reveal the realistic, sitting in the dark, holding the light marvelous, recognize the artifice, skin so carbonous, hair so antenna, I feel them from Vienna, myriad of virtues, lessons, in reptilian henna, enlightenment seekers won't find it in mainstream. Focus as a laser, stay balanced like a beam. Not even a gymnast. Whenever I flip this, as above, so below. Get out when within this. Don't think I'm a slave, cause I speak in English. Drew Ali the water, watch your flames get extinguished. Living in your higher, lower self is relinquished. Reputation of master teachers, call it distinguished.
If you want to do some real lawful research on history of the Moors, it's going to lead you down a rabbit hole, but watch this. Go into congress.gov, right? Congress.gov, and type in the word Moorish. Now, before you do that, make sure you change this to all Congresses, and then search, right? And it's going to bring you up every single document that Congress has regarding Moorish history. Every single document. And you know what I found interesting? Here's a little short dissertation about the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, right? And it also mentions George Washington's letter, right? This document right here talks about Delaware. Look at this. Look at this. 80th anniversary of the founding of the city of Opelika, Florida. Congressional Record, volume 152, number 63. Watch this, what it say. Watch this shit, what it say. Look at this. Opelika today maintains the largest collection of Moorish architecture in the Western Hemisphere, and 20 sites are listed on the National Register of the Historic Places. Now, wait a second. Why in the fuck would there be Moorish architecture in Opelika, in Florida? All right, let's come back to this document. Look at this. Honoring Dr. Ben Yosef? Dr. Yosef Ben? What? Why would they be...
Before we do that, let me get you some light. Before you do that. Oh yeah, honors to Kush Day. Take a page out of Kush Day's book. All right, let's show you something. And then don't get it twisted. You know, we do the highlighter and stuff too over here. So honors to Brother Kush Day, bringing the highlighters back. You're just talking about Opelika, Florida, right? Opelika, Florida. Right. Tell me about Opelika, right? Opelika Seaboard Airline Railway Station. Opelika Railroad Station. Opelika, Florida, 1927. Moorish Revival. Opelika Thematic Resource National Register of Historic Places. Another of the city's most elaborate buildings is its fortress-like railroad station. On the exterior walls, ornate handmade tiles frame the horseshoe arches, doors, and windows. The dome-topped building constructed by Curtis in 1927 was one of many stops for a seaboard airline railroad. The railroad was instrumental in the economic development of Florida, bringing in vacationers and moving Florida circus to the northern states. In 2003, a $1 million restoration returned the structure to its former glory. Today, it operates as a daycare center and a commercial office space. All right? And this is domes, arches, and minarets. Phil Pasquini. And then when you talk to Brother Phil, just let him know Cujo sent you. And you could just look him up. His website's going to come up. And then you can get the book, Domes, Arches, and Minarets. History of Islamic-inspired buildings in America. Phil Pasquini, who nobody's not going to bring him up. As I bring him up, and he start telling you everything around here is Moorish. Right? And just go somewhere, because you see the pages, right? But we're not even going to do those ones. We're just going to go anywhere, right? No, right? So all these, right? There's one dog ears back here. There's just one. There's two dog ears back here, right? So all these, we're just going to pick one. Right? We're not even going to check. We're just going to pick one, right? Opelika, Florida. Same stuff. Patio del Moro, West Hollywood, California, 1925. Spanish, Moroccan, Tunisian revival. California historical site. Courtyard homes have been a part of dwelling design since ancient times. Roman villas, as well as homes in the Arab world and North Africa, have for millennia used this format to create private and relaxing spaces. But it was in West Hollywood, California, that the idea of a patio apartment complex was first adopted for use so that residents could enjoy the temperature climate in a serene setting. Cali. Let's go somewhere. Let's go wherever. Glossary. Spanish, Arabic, Hispanic. Interesting. Where you want to go? Go anywhere. Arthur Barber Sr. Mausoleum, New Orleans, Louisiana, 1935. Metairie Cemetery, Moorish inspired. Albert Ricker, architect. Moorish inspired? I thought, shouldn't this be Moorish inspired? Moorish inspired, huh? Almas Shrine Temple, Washington, D.C., 1929. Moorish Revival. I know they're saying revival because they know that everything's Moorish. And they know the Moors don't know who they are. The Moors don't know who they are. The Moors want to be Negro, black, and colored. So they don't get the benefit from this. They don't get the benefit from this. Why should they get the benefit from this? They want to be nigger. Why? But whoever else, don't worry. They're going to benefit from this. From these unconscious Moors' birthrights that they don't want. Los Angeles, California. Parkman Moorish Apartments. Parkman Moorish Apartments. Parkman Moorish Apartments, 1927. Los Angeles. All right, keep playing. Keep playing games. You don't want to do the Moors. No, we're not Moors. Omaha, Nebraska. Riviera Theater, Paramount Astro Theater, Rose Bumpkin Performing Arts Theater. The ornate Moorish exterior of the theater incorporates a wide variety of stylistic elements. Let's look at the book. Like D. Rose says, we're not here to babysit people. We're not here to babysit people. We're babysitting. We're Moors. We're Moors. Go prove me wrong. Don't come debate anything. Prove me wrong. Prove Phil Pasquini wrong. Opelika, Florida, 1926. Moorish Revival. Right? Moorish. How come they can't build them or revive them today? No, this is today. These are right now. Just some ancient buildings. These are buildings right now, still there right now. That anybody could go take a picture of it just like Phil Pasquini did. Anybody. Seattle, Washington. Arabian Theater. Arabian Theater. I Am Temple. The Arabian Theater, I Am Temple. Saint Germain Foundation. The reviving is when the Moors take them over because they know who they are and start playing games. But our people don't want to know. Our people want to play games. Our people want to play games. Domes, arches, and minarets. Phil Pasquini. Opelika City Hall. Phil Pasquini. And remember, tell him Cujo sent you.
Dr. Yosef Ben regarding a pioneer of so-called black history. Why would they be doing that? Huh? Why would the U.S. be doing that? Look at this. Educated in Puerto Rico, Cuba, and Spain. Why would he be educated in Puerto Rico, Cuba, and Spain? Dr. Ben, as he is affectionately called, is a true scholar earning doctoral degrees in cultural anthropology and Moorish history. But wait a second.
He's every single conscious guy's scholar. Every single conscious whoever, I don't care what the F their name is, all of them are going to say honors to Dr. Ben. We love you, Dr. Ben. Dr. Ben, oh, he's such a great scholar of ours. Now, remember what they said? Honoring for being a pioneer of black history. So how come he doesn't have a black doctorate? How come Dr. Ben doesn't have a black doctorate if he's a black scholar? Oh yeah, and ever since he transitioned, they've been playing hella games using his name with regard to Moors. So people say people are against because you talk too harsh and all that stuff. No, all these people are traitors. Dr. Ben has a doctorate in Moorish history, not black history. Get the F out of here with all that other BS that you people like to talk about. Because their scholar, now what does that tell you now? Are you still going to sit back like a effing punk? Because Dr. Ben has a Moorish history doctorate, not a black doctorate, not an African doctorate, not an Al-Kebalan doctorate, not an ancient Egyptian doctorate, not a Hebrew Israelite doctorate, not a UNIA RBG doctorate, not a NOI doctorate. Moorish. And he's their scholar. And these people have some effing nerve to want to debate Moors when their scholar has a Moorish doctorate? And they keep pushing black on you? When their guy, who is their master teacher, all of them's master teacher, all of them, I don't give a F what their name is, what gender they are. If they're talking about the liberation of black people and all that stuff, this is their guy, Dr. Ben. That's why in 2010, cussed them out. All of them to their face. Now, yeah, I know Prophet Noble Drew Ali said you can't have agitating speeches and all that stuff. But that was 1913. This is 2023. And people still didn't get this yet. I wonder why they didn't get it yet. Because they keep listening to these mother effing traitors who are going to say honors to Dr. Ben but want to debate Moors about who we are. Why don't they effing debate Dr. Ben? Oh yeah, they can't because he transitioned. So now they could talk hella shit. But they're not going to tell you that he has a Moorish doctorate though. And that it's in the congressional records. They're not going to go there. They're going to keep playing Negro, black, colored games with you people. And we know that you're going to keep letting them play games with you. That's why we just go over here as Moors and we're just popping out from the veil, looking for two in the back who realize that this stuff is effed up. All these people sold out. Let me find me some Moors. And then you come here and then we put you on the game. That's what this is about. Yeah, you can just go to Brother Malik Allah El Bay's page on IG and go watch the rest of that. Because this is what we're about. This is what we're about. Honors to congressional records and all that stuff. But we're about Drew Ali and the slaps that he gave people. That people are still dazed. They're still dazed today. That's why they're falling for the Negro black color stuff. Because Drew Ali slapped them. Since 1929. And they're still in their sleep. Knocked the hell out from the slap that he gave these people. They don't know up from down. And they want to debate Moors. Let me show you what happens when you play with Noble Drew Ali.
For those of y'all who follow me on Instagram, Fez Dealer, y'all know I had a shop where people could come in, get their drip. As of September 1st, I closed down the shop after 2 years. So now I got the time to
Shut the hell up. And when they pulled this stuff?
Hey, yo, it's your boy Noble Drip Ali, back up in the building with your daily inspirational drip guy. Hey, yo, it's your boy Noble Drip Ali, back up in the building with your daily inspirational drip guy. Hey, yo, it's your boy Noble Drip Ali, back up in the building with your daily inspirational drip guide. Hey, yo, it's your boy Noble Drip Ali, back up in the building.
Yeah. And we told you. We told you. People playing games. Now they don't have no store now. Now your store's shut down and all that stuff, and you're still not taking Noble Drew Ali serious? These people think it's a game. It's not a game. Drew Ali said he's going to be working from the soul plane. Do you think these people stand a chance? These people are done for. All because they didn't want to put Noble Drew Ali up front. Now there's no more Fez Dealer now? So why do you even take the thing Fez Dealer if you're not going to... Why even grab the gospel plow? So now Fez Dealer is a podcast now. That's how you know people are playing games. And we've been here since 2008. Been here. You're going to be supporting these goofs. Go waste all your finance and now you can't even get the stuff anymore. What's the sense of even having the stuff if you can't get it now? Wasting people's time. Try to make a name for themselves. Playing games. Don't play games. Don't play games. Drew Ali is serious ritual. Anybody, you just go check from 2008 to now. When we started putting out videos and all that stuff, do you tell me who's still there from 2008? Who's still uploading stuff and all that right now? Half these people went back to being dumb nigger. These people gave up on the Moorish birthright, took their fez off and all that stuff. Took off their L and Bay and all that to go be some other BS. Swindle people because they don't have any heart. No heart. They have enough honor for the Moorish whatever to call some Moors like, hey, I want to save the thing. Somebody else take it over. Like, somebody buy this from me. Because the Fez deal concept, it's a good concept, especially if you can get the Fezes and all that. But if you're planning on getting the feathers and all that stuff, you're just playing games, then please. Not many Moors wish they had somewhere to go. You don't want to do that with Moors. You want to bring Islamic whoever's to come teach people. They play Islamic games. And then now you don't even have a spot now. And comfortable too, telling you. Yeah, so, you know, we just closed up shop, you know what I mean? And then now we're doing the podcast. You know, subscribe and hit the Cash App. Because you keep wanting to play like somebody is more important than Noble Drew Ali. Ain't nobody out there more important than Noble Drew Ali, especially if they're not exercising what he brought. They play games that you... Noble Drew Ali wasn't talking to any mayors. What Drew Ali talking to a mayor for? What jurisdiction the mayor have that we talking to him? As if he's important or something like that. Jolly was meeting with governors and presidents. Sullying this up, making this be what it is right now. Because you always have these no-hearts coming into this, thinking that they can be Moors. You know what our ancient foremothers and forefathers did? You can't even tie your shoelace. You're so fat, you're just doing the slip-on. You're talking about trust and asking people for finance. There's nothing but what Noble Drew Ali brought. People are going to play games to you.
So they're just pretty much explaining that it's the labeling that gets you every time. Calling somebody a name and all of a sudden that's good enough and it's justified for whatever treatment you get. They're just pretty much explaining that it's the labeling that gets you every time. Calling somebody a name and all of a sudden that's good enough and it's justified.
Oh yeah, Kwame Brown? Oh yeah? It's about the labeling? Oh yeah? Okay. Somebody's been studying, somebody got the links, huh? Somebody got the links. Okay. It's about the labeling, huh? Isn't that Noble Drew Ali said that we're not Negro, black, colored? All you 400 and whatever 1,000 subscribers, Kwame Brown subscribers, he's standing up for the black man, and I was like, oh yeah, well, it's the labeling. He's telling you. He's letting you know. What are you missing? You missing something? He's telling you the same thing Noble Drew Ali was telling you in the 20s. Get rid of the labels. He's saying the exact same thing as Noble Drew Ali said in the 20s. Except Noble Drew Ali said Negro, black, colored, not labels. If you get rid of the labels, then there has to be some type of alternative after you get rid of the label. And we just showed you the whole book of Phil Pasquini. Everything's Moorish. So, but you're not Moorish? Moorish plant, Moorish fish, Moorish tree, Moorish food, Moorish architecture, Moorish literature, Moorish languages, Moorish everything, but you're black. Stop the BS. And again, we don't care about the masses. You're talking about the two in the back. The two in the back who you know right now. Right now you're sitting there and you're like, yo, this shit is really making sense right now. And you kind of want to be pissed, but you can't be pissed because you really don't have the full scope yet, but you know something's up. You can smell it. You can smell something's up. It's you we're talking to.
Whatever treatment you get. So the labels.
Oh yeah, the Moorish goat. Right, Cash App Moors. Now they're ambassadors for Moors and all this. Who said who since when? Since when? They're the goat of the Moors. They're a Moorish goat. They look just like him too. How come he looks like the Moorish goat and he's saying he's the goat? Do you think that this stuff is made up? Kwame Brown's telling you about the labels, but that's not it.
Hold on, got another video for you. Got another video. But no, nothing ain't gonna happen to that dude. They already, to me, in my opinion, that was already staged. It was already planned. He already knew what job he's gonna get next year. You might have to sit down for a while, but we're gonna bring you back over here at this rate. So no, I don't think it's no problem.
Goat curry.
We live in a one-sided world. That's what it seemed like. Because I'm telling you, the other side of the aisle did something like this when they were trying to vote on something. They would have every news station covering it in a way where it would be a whirlwind of coverage, scrutiny, and a call to justice. And they would have all the social media sites playing it. So it's a little weird. But anywho, fair use. I want to play this off Black conservatives' perspective. This was an interesting video. And it has a lot of Americans complaining. And, you know, this was the campaign about building back better. But I just don't see people feeling like it's built back better. Watch this.
Migrants keep coming, and so does the criticism. This is failure. At a tense city council meeting devoted to the crisis, some of Mayor...
But I just don't see people feeling like it's built back better. Watch this.
Migrants keep coming, and so does the criticism. This is failure. At a tense city council meeting devoted to the crisis, some of Mayor Brandon Johnson's allies, including Immigration Committee Chair Alderman Andre Vasquez, voiced concerns over the administration's plan to build base camps by a controversial contractor.
I am saddened by the possibility that we are on the precipice of this administration moving forward with building military-grade tent base camps in our great city.
Others voted to the crisis. Some of Mayor Brandon Johnson's allies, including Immigration Committee Chair Alderman Andre Vasquez, voiced concerns over the administration's plan to build base camps by a controversial contractor.
I am saddened by the possibility that we are on the precipice of this administration moving forward with building military-grade tent base camps in our great city.
Other Johnson allies are frustrated with the resources spent on migrants over black residents.
I've been upset because we're being made to choose one set of people over the other, and it's wrong.
The meeting was interrupted several times by some angry residents with the same complaints. The frustration over the crisis and its response was echoed by volunteers who say they have not received a dime from the city.
Private citizens like ourselves have paid out of pocket for things like food, medicine, diapers, formula,
and money from the city.
Private citizens like ourselves have paid out of pocket for things like food, medicine, diapers, formula,
and migrant health care needs are cost from the city.
Private citizens like ourselves have paid out of pocket for things like food, medicine, diapers, formula,
and migrant health care needs are costing money. Last week, the city says there were 353 from the city.
Private citizens like ourselves have paid out of pocket for things like food, medicine, diapers, formula,
and migrant health care needs are costing money. Last week, the city says there were 353 from the city.
Private citizens like ourselves have paid out of pocket for things like food, medicine, diapers, formula,
and migrant health care needs are costing money. Last week, the city says there were 353 ambulance calls from police stations, shelters, and airports. UIC medical student Sarah Esguerdo helped start the migrant mobile response from the city.
Private citizens like ourselves have paid out of pocket for things like food, medicine, diapers, formula,
and migrant health care needs are costing money. Last week, the city says,
and it's wrong.
The meeting was interrupted several times by some angry residents with the same complaints. The frustration over the crisis and its response was echoed,
and it's wrong.
The meeting was interrupted several times by some angry residents with the same complaints. The frustration over the crisis and its response was echoed by volunteers who say that
and it's wrong.
the meeting was interrupted several times by some angry residents with the same complaints. The frustration over the crisis and its response was echoed by volunteers who say they have not received a dime from the city.
Private citizens like ourselves have paid out of pocket for things like food, medicine, diapers, formula.
And
and it's wrong.
The meeting was interrupted several times by some angry residents with the same complaints. The frustration over the crisis and its response was echoed by volunteers who say they have not received a dime from the city.
Private citizens like ourselves have paid out of pocket for things like food, medicine, diapers, formula.
And migrant health care needs are costing money. Last week, the city says there were 353 ambulance calls from police stations, shelters, and airports. UIC medical student Sarah Esguerdo helped start the Migrant Mobile Response Team. She and other volunteers provide free health care to migrants at police stations.
And it's wrong.
The meeting was interrupted several times by some angry residents with the same complaints. The frustration over the crisis and its response was echoed by volunteers who say they have not received a dime from the city.
Private citizens like ourselves have paid out of pocket for things like food, medicine, diapers, formula.
And migrant...
So, migrants are coming here and taking the resources of black people. But the clip they show on the news stuff has a Moor in it with a fez on. And then at a council meeting, why is this conversation even happening if there's obvious violations happening? Why do we need a council meeting about Maui fires? What are we meeting about? We'll be sitting here for 15, 18 hours, sit here for 2 days, have everybody come up do testimonials about Maui, and then tomorrow is the same thing going on? You don't know why that happens? And it's been happening? You really don't know why? And Noble Drawley told you? Drawley told you in divine warning to the nations what you're gonna get if you keep playing Negro black colored games. So don't cry now. It's too late for crying. Remember, just talking to the two in the back, because people want to be zombies. The zombies running at them, and they're running to give the embrace and all that. The running embrace with a zombie. This is what these people are on. Right? They don't see that it's an extinction level event for them. Playing Negro black colored, you don't know who you are games. Migrants are coming here. They already gave how much ever billion to Ukraine, and they haven't done anything for niggers. Are you dumb? You're just dumb. You're just dumb. You just don't get it. Right? That you don't have anything unless you have a nationality. And it's not like you can't say that well, I didn't know. Oh yeah. Ignorance is no excuse. Too bad, so sad, cry yourself a river. Cry yourself a river. Noble Drawley told our people that he loves them, but they didn't want him. Honors to all the Moors worldwide. Happy Holy Day to all the Moors. Honors to all the mothers Honors to all the Moors in the chat. Honors to the Prophet, Noble Drew Ali. Peace and love to all Moors. Yes.